Shut up and sit down.
What is up, Squids? We're back. 250 East career, Indianapolis. We're going to race in first-person mode for this one. Switch it up a little bit. I used to only race in first-person in Supercross the Game 1. Supercross the Game 2, I've mainly been doing third-person. I don't know why. I kind of like first-person better. I guess I've just enjoyed looking at my my kit a little too much. The cool gear. Man, Indy, this track, the AI, I'm still on hard. I'm going to wait till this championship's over. When I switch over to the West Coast, I'll switch to realistic. But this track, they're not very strong, the AI. So did you watch the final round of the Supercross last night, which was from Las Vegas? Let's talk about the 250s first. My man, AC, Adam Cianciarulo, he choked. All he had to do was stay in fourth place, or he was in third, I think, at the time. He got a little weird rut off a landing on a jump in a rhythm section, hit a tough block, went down. The bike went right into the face of a jump, bent up the handlebars. He couldn't even, after that, it was over. He ended up like 21st, I think, or 20th. So Dylan Ferrandis won his first Supercross title. I think he becomes like the 5th or 6th French rider to win a Supercross title in at least the lights class, or the 250 class. Man, I mean, either way, I was really rooting for AC. He messed up. I mean, he had, like, all year, he's had bad races, mainly mistakes of himself, I think. And Ferrandis, he had some bad luck in the beginning. He had a mechanical, I believe, at one race, but he stuck with it. He won his first race of the year, and then he won another one. And then with this one, he won. That was his third win of the year, and he won when it counted, and he put the pressure on AC to, ride defensive in this last race of the year. So again, congrats to Dylan Ferrandis and AC. Man, I hope you can do it next year. Tell me what you think in the comments about AC. Is he going to stay in 250s next year, or is he? There's a lot of rumors he's going up to the 450, but I'm not too sure. I mean, man, I'd really like to see him get a 250 crown. But that being said, man, I think another year would do him good in 250s. Wait for win the championship. We'll see how Savacci does if he sticks around with Kawasaki this next year, 2020. Give him another year, because Savacci was really good this year. I think he was the best rookie by far over the whole season. Osborne came on at the end, but let's see what Savacci can do. And then 2020, if AC sticks with Cowie, move him up to 450s with Tomac. And hopefully Tomac stays. I don't know exactly what his contract is. If you know, let me know. Anyways, and then Sexton. Sexton took the 250 East title. That's, deserve it or not, you could say. He still won it. He was there at the end of the year. If Forkner wouldn't have hurt his knee, I think Forkner would have easily had taken the 250 East. You got to finish, though, to win the championship. So, congrats to Sexton also. I don't think he's the fastest guy, but next year, let's see if Sexton and Forkner are in the 250 East together again. And I think Forkner will get his revenge, and he'll win a championship if he doesn't take himself out. Yeah, moving on to the 450s. I mean, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Webb has just been way too consistent this year. He would have needed a disaster. He would have needed what happened to AC to happen to himself. And he's just been riding too consistent all year without problems to have that big of a problem. Eli Tomac was, I believe, I want to say, man, like 20-some points behind. He was still had a mathematical chance. But again, it would have, Webb only needed to finish in 20th spot if Tomac won the race. And the main event, Tomac, for the first time all year, which is amazing, he got a whole shot in the main event. The very first one. Just think of all the times if he could have got a whole shot in just a few more races, it might have just changed the championship for him. He wouldn't have to come through the pack, push and crash. You know, it was just unfortunate that Tomac, again, we got to wait. But, man, Webb, I don't like him, but he rode great all year. You know, championship is his. He's just going to have more confidence next year. And, man, it's going to be tough. Tomac's going to... He has to be consistent. None of these 6 places, 8 places. You got to be on the podium every week. That's what's going to win you a championship. Yeah, let me, you know, what do you think? Is Tomac ever going to win a 450 Supercross career championship? And he's like, I think tied with Bob Hanna. Ooh, I just went down hard there. He's tied with Bob Hanna all time, I think, or he just passed him for all-time wins. I think it's like 27 or something. Next on the list is Ricky Johnson at 28. So Tomac is probably, I want to say, I don't know if he is or not, but I think he is the winningest rider without a championship in the 450s, or the premier class 250s or 450s when they were the top one. Oh, man. Anyways, getting ready for outdoors now. I mean, I have to say Tomac is the favorite. He dominated. Well, I don't know. Did he dominate last year? I can't remember. Yeah, we'll see. I think Tomac still is the favorite, though, going into outdoors. I can't remember if Webb... Well, he was on the Yamaha last year anyway, so this will be a whole different look to him, I think. We'll see if he carries his momentum from Supercross into the outdoors. I don't know. I'm looking forward to... I'll be attending the Washougal race in July. Since I live kind of close to that area, I'll make the trek over there. And we'll see how it goes. Anyways, this main event is going really good for me. Last lap. Like I said, the AI on this track is not very good. And I had fun doing first-person mode. This is... I'm going to do a little bit more of this in future. Hey, let me know, what do you guys like to see? Do you like first-person mode? Mix it up with third-person goggle mode. I personally like playing with this first-person mode. The only thing I don't like is it is hard to gauge your rear end sometimes, you know, what it's doing. But actually I can flip pretty easily through all the modes. It doesn't seem to bother me too much. Yeah, I messed up that rhythm there. There's one fast way through there. I was hitting it most of the race, I think. So I'm going to retain the red plate. I think extend my points lead over Zach Osborne. He does not look like he is doing very good this race. He's not in the top 5. Another thing I found about this track, you could almost keep it in third the majority of the track. Like that corner, you can jump this triple easy in third. Come over these little doubles, third, shift up to fourth here, I think. Oh, no, I didn't do it that time. You can either do this one in second or third. As long as you hit this right here, that triple, then you can triple out into the corner. And I could do it in second or third. But you could pretty much do the whole race in third. There we go. Main event win. Keeping the red plate.
There it is, the checkered flag.
17 seconds ahead. See, that's... Oh, man, they have to improve the AI in this game. I mean, it's so inconsistent. There's some tracks where they're so good, somewhere, man, I'm just terrible. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to check out my other ones. I have a whole bunch of bike testing ones. You know, what's the fastest bike? Do exhaust work. I have my other 250 East career motos. Doing some MXGP ones now. And again, if you can share this video, subscribe, like it, leave me a comment. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.